Bro, can you
What's
hear
up?
me?
What's up, bro?
Bro, that was honestly the longest process ever because I've just moved into my new apartment. So
Oh yeah.
I was trying to do there's no Wi-Fi here. I was trying to do like my
Oh,
fucking hotspot and then my data ran out. Oh, it's just long. Oh, it's long. It's the worst thing ever. How are you, my
unlucky
friend? You
ever.
good?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, not bad. I'm not bad today.
How's Thailand?
It's good, bro. I mean, today's a little bit grey, but in general, it's very nice here. Like, it's a very motivating sort of like environment to be in. You have
Yeah.
obviously all the workplaces here, the people. I saw, do you know Jack Hopkins? The
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
does like yeah. So I saw here he was in the gym today. So
Oh
there's a
yeah.
lot of cool people around here. I met Hamza's editor the other day as well. So
Oh,
there's a
that's
lot of
sick.
fucking cool people out here. So it's definitely very motivating. Because
Yeah,
you're
that is
planning on
sick.
coming at some point, right?
Yeah, that would be sick. That would be good to go there. I'm
Yeah,
not sure about living there really, but I think I would
yeah,
like to
yeah,
live in like maybe like America or somewhere. But you know,
yeah, yeah. Bro, a lot of people say
who
Miami's
knows?
the place to go.
Yeah, but I don't. I probably wouldn't just go there for like that. I would just like proper want to live there, because
Yeah, yeah,
I've just always wanted to live there. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
America, especially ever since I went there as a kid, I was like, I need to live there.
yeah, yeah. Bro,
Yeah.
what city? What city are you from?
London. So,
Oh, okay, yeah.
well, do you know like Kingston Ways?
Not really. I've heard of the place, but
No. What would be near? Whereabouts were you from when you were in the UK?
I'm in Southampton. I was in Southampton, so
Oh,
literally
right. God,
right there.
yeah,
There's a
that's
long.
that's quite far away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, do we have I think we have about 45 minutes, maybe less now because
yeah.
of
That's
you
what.
joining and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Don't worry about that but do you want to just get straight into it?
yeah. Like, I think the thing is for me, it's just sort of having like a set plan of what I'm gonna do. I've wanted to do like coaching for a long time,
Mm.
but I think just structuring it, and I don't feel like my content necessarily it funnels people properly. I don't feel like my content really like the content that I make on YouTube is probably the best content that I should be making to sell the coaching plan as well. Um, yeah, I've wanted to do it for a long time, but I think I've got like a lot of limiting beliefs around it as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, if I look down as well, I'm just writing, that's why.
yeah,
But
that's fine.
so what do you actually want to do with everything? Just walk me through the process, what you're thinking right now. It doesn't have to be obviously this, just what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
thinking about doing and then we can.
Obviously, high ticket coaching, so selling like coaching
Mhm.
packages. I don't know if it'll
Yeah.
be like general self. Like I want to have like a high two types of coaching. I might do fitness, but obviously that requires a lot less sort of like time investment to people. But I want to do like one-to-one, like mindset slash self-improvement type of stuff as well. But the only issue I have around it, if I'm teaching guys that are like a few steps behind me, let's say they're like 19, 18, would them guys necessarily have them like 3K to
Mm.
invest? I don't know.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
maybe I'm just targeting the wrong audience for that. But then again, just because I'm a few steps ahead doesn't necessarily mean that person has to be younger than me. There might be a 25-year-old that
Mm.
needs
Yeah.
that guidance as well. The only thing is for me is like if I've got a lot of 18-year-olds watching. When I was 18, I didn't have 3K to spend on
Mm.
coaching, do you know what I mean? But
Mm. Yeah, just to throw about. No.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I would help that person dramatically, but it's
Mm.
about if they've even got the money. That's why I was also thinking about the school community as well. Like that sort of low ticket, they're getting me to like an exclusive level, but it's less, but they're paying a lot less as well. But yeah, that's the only issue I have with the self-improvement stuff is the stuff that I'd be providing would be very good, but it's just whether someone that age or something would have the money to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So have you started anything at all, or have you told anyone about it,
No.
or just tried anything to do
Uh,
with it? Or no?
Not yet, only because I literally just released the course just then. I didn't really want to like launch anything and just rush into it and not know what I was doing.
Mm.
Like I
Yeah,
had it in
yeah.
the back of my mind, like kind of, but just like finding it down, like what sort of things to add and stuff like that.
So right now you just have is it the TikTok course?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have you released that? Did you just release it or?
No, not like I haven't announced it or whatever, but
Oh,
I've
right,
had a
cool.
few people that have been like, "Yo, bro, when's it dropping?" And I've just
All
sent it to
right,
them,
good,
kind of
good.
thing,
So you get
the
a few
link or
sales
whatever.
from that.
Well, I got one so far. I mean, I haven't
Okay, good.
officially announced it to anyone, but I don't. It's not going to be like a massive focus point for me because I don't really like TikTok. Shop earns me a lot of money, but I'm not passionate about it, so I don't want to push it that
How
hard.
much you charging for that? Is it just a low ticket
£97.
course? All right,
Yeah,
cool. That's just
£97.
one time, not like
Yeah, yeah,
what you
yeah.
could do
Because
with that.
a lot,
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
yeah, a lot of people were saying like do coaching, but if I'm going to coach people, I want to be passionate about it. Like I
Yeah,
don't really
yeah,
care too much about that. Like I could probably charge a fair amount, but I just wouldn't care. Whereas like self improvement, I'm passionate about that. Actually want to help people. I mean,
So, what would you say the main struggle is right now? Is it the offer side of things, or is it like the marketing as well? Have you got in the
yeah.
back? Do you know how to craft an offer, or have you? Are you confused about that? Are you confused about the
Well,
marketing, the content, everything like
like
that?
how to like price it and stuff like that, or
Yeah, kind of like the packaging and the pricing. So it's not. I think people overcomplicate it. It's not complicated really at all. I just think everyone seems to overcomplicate it. But do you know in the back of your mind like what are the deliverables? What's the pricing? How am I going to deliver this and everything like that? And what's the actual offer? So I help niche do desired outcome.
yeah. So I had it written down here. So I had like helping men take control of their life, become the best version of themselves in all areas. So essentially helping them level up with their mindset, discipline, mind, finances. I've got their pain points as well. So like they're not in good shape, they've got low confidence, they're not making
Mm,
money online, they got a poor mindset, lack of discipline, they might be depressed or lost. Um, I have their like desired outcome, so it'd be like having a better mindset. If they've got a specific problem, so I wouldn't necessarily like do the same thing with every guy. I would offer certain things, but if he said,
mm.
"Well, I'm going for a
It
breakup right now,"
it would be
or
tailored towards them.
yeah, exactly. So if
Yeah.
it's high ticket, like I want to have it
Mm.
like if a guy's just gone for a breakup or he's got a terrible social circle or something like that, having like the things that I do for everyone, but also helping them with their specific problem as well. I think that would be quite valuable. Like I'm the person that could potentially give them the answer to that.
Yeah, so have you got the deliverable set out? Is it just one to one? So what I would do if I were you, if it's just if you're just starting the offer up, it would be like coaching calls. So I wouldn't
Yeah, yeah,
start a course yet because you don't know what they want and it's going to be tailored
yeah,
towards them if you understand what I'm saying.
yeah,
So
yeah.
have you got the deliverables set out? Do you know like the process? Have you already got a road? Because as you said, it's going to be different for each person, but have you got kind of in the back of your mind like a roadmap to put them through?
To some extent, I know that I do like maybe 1 or 2 weekly calls. I know that I would offer like a training program if they needed that, like a testosterone optimization sort of guide or whatever. These are just some of the things I would offer in it just to obviously add value to it.
Mm,
But in terms of like a curriculum that I take people through, because obviously if it's like
mm,
an 8 week or 12 week thing, if I'm solving a specific issue, it's hard to take them through like an actual curriculum or like
yeah.
a lead
Yeah.
thing. And it's also hard to put a time on it as well, because if I say "Oh,
Because
I
yeah.
can help you with this with this issue for 12 weeks, but then they're like, well, or it might take a week to solve it, or do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, because self improvement takes a long time, as you know. So
Yeah,
I'm not sure if maybe you should do something longer instead of just 12 weeks
yeah, yeah.
because it does take a long time, as you know. But if you are solving a specific problem, then that could be kind of like a 12-week thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, it just depends on what you're really like. I know it sounds cringy, but passionate about. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
is it the fitness side of things? I know it's obviously all intertwined with fitness and self improvement, but what would you
Mhm.
prefer to do? Would you prefer to do just fitness or all of the things?
It'll probably be all of it, to be fair. Like obviously fitness is obviously one thing, but like being able to take, because obviously there's certain situations in my life where I've never had the guidance, do you know what I mean? And then if I had someone to take me through that process, it would not only be quicker, but it would just be a lot easier as well.
Bro, yeah,
And just
the thing is you've been through it as well, so you can relate to them, and that's so powerful. Like
yeah, yeah,
that's when people actually buy from you when you relate to their struggles. So
yeah,
something
yeah.
like what Hamza does, you probably don't want to be like him, but he
Yeah, he's
does
in a little
well,
bit of a
but
sticky spot.
yeah, he does well. Of course, he does well. Cool, he makes so much money, but I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
it's not just about the money; it's about what he's doing for the money. But
yeah,
I, I, I would. That's the kind of route I would say to you to take. Not obviously not exactly like Hamza, but the videos he creates to promote his stuff. Um, that's kind of how I, if I were you, would
yeah,
take
yeah,
that route because raw and authentic videos right now are doing amazingly well on YouTube.
yeah, yeah.
So just
Yeah, I
setting
was
your
watching some
camera
of
up.
your like Miro board stuff as
Yeah.
well. Like I
Like you
don't tend
can
to watch like a 20-minute video full through, but I genuinely watch all yours through. But like genuinely most videos I'm like, oh, I don't give a
let's
shit.
go.
Like but I genuinely watch like the whole 20 minutes, bro. Like
Yeah, but the thing is, they're doing so well for some reason. And I think it's because people are sick and tired of the over edits. Like they know it's
yeah, yeah,
fluff. So when you're over
yeah,
editing something, it's the editing's covering up the value and there's no
yeah, yeah,
value. So
yeah,
with
exactly.
raw and authentic, it's just pure value, just going through step by step. But yeah, so what would be your kind of goal, like revenue wise, to make in, let's just say, like 3 months' time, once you have everything craft together, once
Bro,
you start launch it?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd set a goal to literally hit 10K by November. I'm gonna be in Thailand for six months. My goal is to literally hit 10K. Like to the point where like I'm so not necessarily like I'm very certain that I'll hit it because I'm literally like I'm even looking into like how to avoid taxes and stuff like that because I want to get to that. But like genuinely, like I really want to get to that point. So I'm like, bro, if
Yeah,
I hit 10K, how do I avoid paying 40% to like the fucking UK and stuff like that? Because I'm not
yeah.
paying them 40%.
Oh yeah,
But
because yeah, you'll be back in the UK, won't you?
yeah, yeah. But like I'm
Yeah,
like Googling like how much does it cost to set up a company in Dubai and shit. But that is my goal by
yeah,
November to be earning 10 grand at least.
yeah.
And I've
That's
like
good.
tried to break it down, like how many clients I sort of need, like what sort of prices do I need to be
Yeah,
charging, and
what's the pricing point for you, like for the thing? What are you thinking of?
well, for coaching, it's like fitness. I was thinking like I'd start off like 200, 300, something like that, maybe 200, maybe just to get a few testimonials in. But like on the
Mm,
higher end, like that, my high ticket offer would be the self improvement because I'm literally upgrading all areas of their life essentially. And if it's one guy that he has like a specific problem, that's quite valuable to be, and that's quite a
it's
lot of like
life
stress you're
changing.
taking
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
life
And I was
changing. Yeah.
thinking like obviously I could do the self improvement like general one, but then take them through a curriculum. But then the guys with like a specific problem, just have them on like maybe have them on just like a retainer, and they tell me when they feel like they've had their problem solved. You know, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good because then you don't have like a time frame. They can keep staying on until they're happy with where they're at, and that means
Yeah,
more
yeah,
money for you as well. But it means
yeah.
better results for them. What would you say the price point is though for like the whole thing? Would it be
Probably if I was to add like TikTok shop coaching into it and I'm helping them earn money online, I'm saying minimum 500. That's like on the lowest end.
yeah
Like if I'm doing fitness, mindset, accountability, giving them advice, from helping them earn money online, like that's quite a lot. I was even thinking like maybe that's quite low if I'm helping them earn a lot
yeah
of money online as well. Like
yeah that
I
is
don't
really
know.
low. That is really low. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
But
if
then
you think
obviously
about
I'm thinking like if a guy's going on self improvement, he might not be happy where he's at. Maybe he's not earning enough money. Like that's the only thing
yeah
for me.
yeah
It's
that is
difficult.
the only thing. I think that's why Hamza does the school community, but still the school community adds up. Like if you work it out, if
Yeah,
they
yeah,
stay
yeah,
for the whole 12 months, I'm not
yeah,
gonna do that in my head, but that's a lot of money still.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, so I would, if you want to go high ticket, of course you probably should start off that pricing point, like 500. Um,
yeah,
and then you can get a few testimonials and then you can up the price because that's all
yeah,
you
yeah,
need. You just need some proof of concept and then everyone starts joining it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what happens. So yeah, what would you say like stopping you right now from starting it all? Like what's the one thing? Like if you were to pinpoint it.
Um, I don't know. I have a few limiting beliefs. Like obviously me saying, "Oh, I don't think guys are going to be able to afford it." Like maybe
Yeah.
that's just a limiting belief. Like there probably is some people out there, but maybe I'm just like, oh,
The
I don't
thing
know.
is, what you can do is monthly uh like split pays as well. So
Yeah,
once they get a result, they can be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's when I'm gonna give you the rest, but you've already got the half, or however much you're gonna charge in there.
yeah,
So
yeah,
when you actually get them the result, they can pay.
yeah, yeah.
But what's the one thing that you think stopping you? Is it just the limiting belief, or is it just like anything else?
Yeah, and then also it's like I know you're big on like having like a small like a earning money of like a smaller personal brand or whatever, but like maybe just having content that is authentic enough for people to think I want to pay this guy money. Do you know what I mean? Because I've had obviously when I was doing like the bodybuilding videos, bro, I
Mm,
was raking I was getting so many views, but I never had anyone pay me any money because
bro, that's the
like
thing.
it
That's
didn't relate.
exactly happened to me. I was getting
Yeah,
like 10 like I was getting like a lot of views, like 10 million views a month
yeah,
when
yeah,
I was doing that gym
yeah,
funny
yeah,
skits thing. And look, bro, I tried to sell a training program, but it didn't like relate to anyone because I
yeah,
was
yeah,
doing funny and I wasn't in the best shape back then. But if I sold it now, I would have made quite a lot of money.
yeah,
But yeah, I didn't like it wasn't related to anything. And I was like, I'm getting 10 million views a month. I think now if school was around
yeah,
right now, so like the community, I could have made so much money. Like
yeah, yeah.
I could have put people into the school community, just access to me more videos that I don't post on TikTok because everyone, not to brag or anything, but everyone was saying on my videos, they were like, bro, why don't you have more followers? What, this and that.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, bro, I could have used that. That's a lesson you learn though, isn't
We
it?
didn't. No one thought back then because TikTok was
Yeah.
like it's just TikTok, innit? Like you get a couple hundred
Yeah.
million views and whatever. But
Made £200 from a 4 million video. I was like,
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. Fuck, it was fucked up back then, though,
Imagine
for
now,
real.
I would have made like even just from the creativity program, it would have been quite a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
money.
yeah.
I don't know how much
Didn't-
it is, but how's the TikTok shop doing? Is it still banging right now?
Yeah, yeah. The only thing is like one day you can make 700, the next day you make 200. It's very obviously it's very versatile, and it also depends on how your videos do. If you have a video do a million views, 300k views, it's going to do really well. Like it is very versatile. By average, like each month I'm making like at least 2k, 3k, which is very good.
Yeah, that's
Like
calm. That is
you
good.
got to
That is
think,
good.
I spend an hour and a half making videos a day, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's
and
actually pretty
also
retarded.
you're in Thailand as well, so that's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
way more than enough, I guess, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah, bro. I pay like my maximum budget is £1,400. Like that's nothing,
that's that's sick.
bro. Like it's
And
I'm
I bet you
basically
could get
living
a
like
lot
a
with
free.
that as well.
Bro, literally, like food, I pay £10 on food.
What?
Like
That's
every £10 a day on food. Like you can basically live like a 3 grand lifestyle for like
yeah,
1,500 out here. Like it's pretty retarded. I think that gives me leverage in my personal brand though. Is that I'm in
yeah,
a whole another country. Like yes, it's not.
bro. Yeah,
It's less expensive to live here, but people are like, oh shit, he's by himself in a whole another country. He's leveling up. He's focused, and then also it's like you got to take pictures of beaches and stuff like that. That gives me a little bit of leverage as well.
yeah. I was thinking as well in my mind. I was like, you could literally make one video about how I changed my life and moved to Thailand within a certain amount of years,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that would do so well. And you could even do. I haven't seen a lot of people do Miro boards for self improvement, but I still think that would do really well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're actually walking them through the process. You're not just saying,
yeah,
"Oh, go to bed on time, do this." You're actually walking them
yeah,
through
yeah,
the process. So I think that would do really well.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so yeah, I definitely think I could potentially like help you with all this. Would you like
yeah,
to
yeah.
hear kind of like what I'm offering?
Yes, hit me, hit me.
Okay. So basically, I want to show you as well the process. Um,
Yeah,
like the process of the actual funnel, the content funnel anyway. But what we do is help you get clients through your personal brand, of course. But for you, it would have to be kind of helping you craft your offer as well. And then we
mhm,
would market with the actual funnel that I'd go through right now. Let me just share my screen.
yeah, yeah.
Um, 1 second. There you go. Or let me see if I can move it. 1 second. Here you go. So basically, this is the funnel that I'm using right now, and some of my clients are using. As you saw, and I don't know if you saw, but I just gave someone free advice on this. They implemented it.
Yeah, yeah,
They made like 6.5K from it. I was like,
yeah. It's
all
scuffed.
right, bro. So basically, this is the whole funnel, but it's gonna be a bit different for you. It depends on what the kind of offer side of things. So if you do want to start the community, I would recommend starting a free community at first.
Yeah, yeah,
Let me move this out of the way. 1 second. Let me present it. Can you see this all right? Is everything? Can you see
yeah,
it
yeah,
all? Okay, great. So yeah, it'll be a bit different for you because the offering, and I haven't added in the email side of things. So I don't know if you have an email list at all at the moment. Do you have an email
no,
list? You haven't started
no,
one, no? Okay, cool. So what it is basically is short form organic content on Instagram. But
yeah,
what I want to know as well is, are you still active on TikTok? I don't really go on
yeah.
TikTok, so are you active on it still?
Yeah, so the thing is I can't run it myself. I have to get my sister to do it because you can't
Oh,
like
oh yeah,
when I
yeah, yeah,
post, it
yeah,
goes to a Thai audience, and I'm like, bro, they ain't gonna pay me money in it. So I just got my sister to
yeah.
post. Um,
Oh,
but
yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm
sick.
posting. I post like one or two a day, and I've literally just changed my content as well. But it's like the sat down talking head. But I'll send you like a video later. But
Yeah,
that's another
all right.
thing is that I don't necessarily know if the content like the short form content plan that I have would necessarily turn to clients. Like it probably would get views,
Mm.
but whether it would turn into clients, because
What
I do
for,
want to have like
tell
a big following.
Yeah, tell me about that. Like, what's the short form content? Did you say plan? You've already
Um,
got like,
yeah, yeah. So I basically like I sat with the video that I made today. I was like, what did I say? I said reading books is a waste of time. And I held my books, and then
yeah,
I was like,
controversial. That's good.
yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh, what the fuck did I say? And I was like, I've read over 20 self-improvement books in the last 2 years, and I've learned one key thing. And I was like, oh, I was like reading. I was like, if you don't apply what you essentially read, what you apply, what you read in the books, it's literally a waste of time. And I was like, they can change your life, but if you don't apply what they teach you, it's a waste of time. But I don't necessarily know if that would, if someone will watch that and be like, yeah, I want this guy to coach me, or I'd want to
Yeah,
join a school community with this guy as well. Like, I don't know.
yeah. The thing is, it doesn't work like that. And I've been saying this for ages to like everyone I see. Short form content I literally only use to get attention. Like I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
expect people to buy from me from it. I never say book in a call. I never say buy from me. All I say is either comment a keyword so I can send them
yeah,
over to my YouTube. So that's the next stage of my funnel is YouTube.
yeah,
Or comment or just follow me. So more
yeah,
people
yeah,
follow me. So I never ask for anything big within short form content. When you ask for something big is mainly in the long form content. So at the end of
yeah,
all
yeah,
my if you watched the longer 20-minute video, you probably would have heard either check out the free training or if you want this implemented with and for you, book a call. So
yeah. School community as well. You plug the
yeah,
school
yeah,
community
yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah, so I never ask for anything, well, that big within short form content because I feel like I've learned a lot throughout the year, like with the content creation journey. Short form content, I've never seen anyone really convert from it. It's mainly when they
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
the longer form.
But
So
then I had one guy who does fitness coach. I don't know if you're big in the fitness scene now, but he said one of the UK guys he made as like a funny TikTok video, and he got like 20 clients in one night. And I was thinking, how the
really,
fuck have you converted 20 clients from one? It was from a TikTok
what
video.
do you know
20
his name?
clients. Um, he's like one of the big TikTok guys, not Sam. Um, but I can't remember his name now. He's got like a Mercedes. He's got a blue Mercedes or something like that. I can't remember his name, but then I was thinking like, fuck, like if you got
Yeah,
like 10, 20 clients from one TikTok video, that's fucking retarded.
yeah, that's insane. The thing is, he may have something else though that leads like
Yeah.
beforehand, because you can't really track metrics on that well. Like
No,
TikTok,
yeah.
oh, someone's bought from me from TikTok. But what you can have
Yeah.
is within when someone books in a call, you can have like
Where
where
did you
did you
hear?
hear about where did you hear
Yeah.
about me from? But yeah, let me just walk you through this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so short form content again, just to get attention. what we've been doing is running one as a simple ad, and you're probably like, oh, not ads, but they're not expensive.
Yeah.
They're these little follow ads, and
Yeah.
they're $15 to $30 a day, and the return on investment is insane because they come onto your Instagram profile if we're focusing on Instagram. That's what I would focus on Instagram.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
get nurtured by your short form content, and then they move over to YouTube. So this is the next stage of the funnel. But what we really want to do is just get your messaging dialed in. So understand exactly who you're speaking to. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're speaking to everyone, you're not really speaking to no one. They're not going to buy
Yeah. Yeah.
from you, if you understand what I'm saying. So
Yeah. Yeah.
the next stage is YouTube, and we lead people to YouTube uh, with an optimized profile and also Instagram story. So whenever you post an Instagram story, you can post something like this. Can you see this? And then
Yeah. Yeah.
they click on the link, it goes over to YouTube. And within your organic content, as I said, at the end of your videos, some of them is going to be like comment a keyword. And this is going to message them. So automatically using ManyChat. It's going to grab their email for one, which is you've got some of their data now, which is amazing. You can send email campaigns out and everything like that. And it's also going to try an appointment, set them on a call. So it's automatically going to appointment, set them on a call. Well, try and.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is go in there myself as well, because most people don't want to buy from a robot.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so so yeah,
You can normally tell when people have like appointment setters and shit as well. Like
yeah,
it just does. It's not authentic at all. Puts me
yeah.
straight off.
I don't have an appointment set. Most of my calls come just straight from either YouTube or like my emails, really, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do go in myself sometimes, try appointment set on the call. But yeah, that would be the YouTube side of things. But the first YouTube I would want you to create is kind of like a VSL, so a video sales letter. And mostly
Mhm.
you see these video sales letters and they're like 4 to 7 minutes long. But this one I want to be like a long video, like 30 to maybe even 40 minutes long. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just going through like speaking about your story, how you got to where they're at, relating to their pains. So because you've been probably most definitely been through what they're going through right now. I don't know why I can't
Yeah.
read
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
at the top. Um, can you see this thing at the top here?
What the?
No, you can't
What
see it, don't
your?
worry. No,
No.
there's this massive
No.
thing, don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh no.
I
No.
thought you could see it as well, don't worry. But yeah, you're gonna speak about your story, you're gonna rub salt in the wounds of their problem, introduce your solution, walk through your solution, and then just ask them to book in a call. And the main goal, and if not, just join your community or just subscribe, watch more of your content, and everything like that. But the main goal is to lead everyone to this video, okay? So
Yeah.
you're gonna have it in the link in your bio. That's the main video people are going to go straight over to. So they're going to go
Yeah.
over to
Not
this
even link the
videos.
YouTube channel. Just link that one video.
Just link this one video. So as you can see here, it says link twin, and this is just a deep
Yeah. Yeah.
link. So you can also track your links. It's amazing, link twin. So you can track who's clicking on it and who's going
Oh.
over to the actual video. And I'm not saying this video sales letter is going to convert everyone. It may
No.
not. Okay. So that's why we have the YouTube. So to keep kind of like retargeting them. I don't know if you uh know how good YouTube's algorithm is, but it's so good. Once you watch
Yeah.
one video, so for example, I've been watching Peaky Blinders a little bit,
Yeah.
so I clicked on YouTube and I went on Peaky Blinders. Now I'm just getting recommended their videos.
Oh
So
god.
that's how good the algorithm is. So that's what will
Yeah. Yeah.
happen. They see one of your videos, they keep getting pushed out. They see your Instagram stories promoting your YouTube videos, and they just go
Mhm.
over to your YouTube videos and eventually book in a call. Okay, so in some of your YouTube videos, you can just say at the end, book in a call if you want my one-to-one help, for example, whenever you've crafted your offer. You can say that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what I would also do is have just a free school community at first. So if people
Yeah.
aren't ready to book in a call, they just want more value from you. What I would do is say join a free community, got courses in there, maybe do bi-weekly calls,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, or weekly calls, and then eventually they're just going to try booking a call, okay? But what you can also do again is appointment set them. So whenever someone comes onto your page from your ad or from your short form, again, we don't have to implement the ad because I know that is money, but it works super well.
Yeah.
But yeah, appointment setting, you can reach out to them, see if they qualify, see where they're at right now, see where they want to get to, see what they're doing to get there. And along the way, they're just going to reveal pain points. You can use that as
Yeah.
leverage
Yeah.
to actually get them on a call. They're going to go through book a call form. Okay, so you're going to only qualify them. So you're only going to hop
Yeah.
on qualify book calls. So you were worried about the thing earlier. You told me you was like, what if they can't afford it? This is going to qualify them. So you won't even have to
Yeah. Yeah.
bother hopping on
Yeah.
calls where they're like, oh, I'm broke. Like you
Yeah.
won't have to
Yeah.
bother hopping on calls. Okay. And then what we have normally is like kind of this after calls book nurturing process. And it's basically a Zapier automation that sends out when someone books in a call and it sends them your VSL just in case they haven't watched it. Because as I said, you're going to be getting book calls from YouTube. You may be getting book calls from the appointment setting. You may be getting book
Yeah.
calls from the short form content. Who knows? But and from the VSL. But just in case, we're gonna send it over to them and just add in either when you have some testimonials or if you have anything that you can use as leverage, maybe your own story. We put that in. This just nurtures them, so it's
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of like a guaranteed close. Well, I don't want to say guaranteed close because nothing's guaranteed, but
No.
yeah. And then a pre-call sequence. This is just a reminders 10 hours and 1 hour before the call. I'm not sure if you got mine, but
No. Yeah.
you may have got it. It was 10 hours and 1 hour before. And
Okay.
this is just so people turn up to the call. Okay. So that's the
Yeah. Yeah.
process. And that's what I would kind of like help you implement. And
Yeah.
let me just stop sharing my screen for a minute. There you go. So basically, before I get into what everything like how everything happens, if you've got any questions about like kind of like the funnel and everything like that.
Yeah, when it comes to like the ads, would you make a specific type of video for the ad that you'd be running for example?
So
Or
what
would you just
yeah, so
would you run ads on any video?
so no, what you would do is we would help you. So we would hop on a call, script the ads, and we would show you
Yeah.
how to set them up. I'll go
Yeah.
through like because my service is normally done for you slash done with you. So
Yeah.
we take over the short form, we edit. The thing is, it's depending on what you want. If you're okay with editing your own videos, but I know that's really time consuming. It is very time consuming.
Yeah.
But we offer editing. We tailor an editing style towards your brand. So I know you may have seen my recent videos. Then it's not like that editing. I've just decided to go raw and authentic like that. But if you
Yeah.
scroll
Yeah.
down, do you know what? I don't know if you have seen my other videos, but they're like kind of
I've seen
edited really
when
well.
I've seen some of the like testimonials you have for clients and stuff. I think I do remember your editing style.
Let me just show you real quick. Sorry, one second.
That's all good.
Uh, Instagram. Just wait for it to load. So let me show you. It's kind of like these. You won't be able to
Yeah,
hear it,
yeah.
but have you seen this one or?
I think I remember like sort of this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we tailor an editing style towards your brand, but it's tailored, so it won't be exactly like this. It just depends on what you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
want, and how you want it. But that's part of the service, and ideation. So the content ideation, we have this dashboard for you, um, and where we give you a way to come up with unlimited content ideas. So it's called the brand pillars, and if you do join, obviously I'll walk you through that. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's basically coming up with unlimited content ideas, and then you have this dashboard where you can just think of ideas, write them down, and then move it to wherever you're whenever it's scripting, whenever you're filming it, and then all you have to do
Yeah,
is
yeah.
put them in a drive. We get a notification, and when we edit them for you, and the rest, so the rest of the funnel, the YouTube, the uh the video sales letter, the appointment setting, the book a call forms, everything like that, the many chat sequence, that's done with you. So what we would do
Yeah,
is
yeah.
hop on calls like this, but I would go through kind of like master classes. So it would be a slide, so it would be Google Slides. and I'd walk you through a kind of like a training. These calls would be quite long, so like maybe like 1 to 2 hours
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
it's quite a lot of information to take in. And then what you do is just ask us questions, and then we sort everything out. We give you actionable steps to take. We've got a Notion docs that we just take you through. So everything's like it's basically holding your hand along the way.
yeah,
And
yeah.
some bits are done for you. So yeah, that's what that's what it is. Any questions about that? Anything I've not made?
Um, the editing style, honestly, like I kind of like editing, and I'm not
Yeah,
like
I
maybe
get you. Yeah,
sometimes I would be like, right, I've got a lot on my plate, maybe I'll outsource a little bit. But in terms of like the editing, I think I'm fine for that personally, just because it only takes me like 30 minutes, 40 minutes a video. I just chop it up, add a sound,
Mhm.
chuck some audio captions on in Premiere, and I think the editing is not really like needed. But I think definitely like content, like most of the time I do have ideas, but like just making sure that it's I feel like sometimes I make videos that don't really appeal to anyone. Like, and I'm just talking about things. But if I've got an actual offer, it needs to all be tailored to that. And
Yeah,
if so having someone there saying, well, I don't really think that'd be a good idea, maybe change it to this or add this or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just having just because I know, you know, I can make content, but it's about if I've got an offer, it needs to be relevant to that, and does it have a
yeah, and he's
purpose
yeah
in building the offer?
target audience, so you need to speak directly to
Yeah,
them. That's what
yeah, yeah,
we. That's the like. I'll give you a sneak peek. Like when if you did join, the onboarding is we take you through some questions about getting your messaging dialed in and understanding your target
yeah,
market. So that's the first steps is understanding that. But for you, we would have to craft an offer. So together we would craft an offer. It wouldn't be like me just saying you need to do this. It would be together because it's your offer. Okay, so I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want you to be like, oh, I don't even want to do this. I just
yeah, yeah. No,
like you understand what I'm
it's obviously
saying.
something that I'm really passionate about, so I need to be like,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just
working with it.
kind of like helping you on the deliverables, the packaging of it, because it's
Yeah,
simple. It's not like an offer is really complicated to create. It's really the marketing of the offer which is hard to create.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. No, it sounds good.
yeah. So would that be something like you're kind of like interested in?
Yeah, yeah. Just like obviously just dialing in the offer and stuff like that, and how to craft it and the marketing side of things as well. Because I've
Mm,
never really had an actual product to sell kind of thing. So it's all quite new to me. Do you know what I mean? And if I do it, like I want to go hard. Like I want to have it. I don't want to do something lackluster. Like I want to make sure that it's perfect. Because if I am helping these guys with everything, like there can't really be anything slightly off about it. Like it has to be perfect. So because I care about the people that I'm obviously going to be coaching or whatnot. So
yeah, of
it kind of
course.
does
Yeah,
have to be.
yeah. It's just the really like the deliverables. I think we need to get dialed in for you
Yeah,
because it's it's just knowing what you're gonna do for them.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
because
definitely.
that's obviously you need to know what you're gonna do for them, otherwise you can't do it for them. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's my offer. Would you like to hear like pricing wise side of things?
Yes, please.
Okay, the big one, the big reveal. Yeah, so it really just depends on the offer you kind of want as well. So again, I have two offers. It's just the consulting, so just the
Yeah,
consulting side of things, and then it's obviously you said you didn't really want the editing.
yeah,
So actually, I know what offer you want.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you wouldn't really want the second offer, which is the main package. But the first offer is
Mhm.
just a one-time fee of 3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Um, yeah,
one time fee, no monthly thing. It's just one time, and it's a 16 week. I don't want to call it a program because there's not
yeah, yeah,
content. It's one to one with me, and
yeah,
I'm going through everything with you. I feel like that's a much better experience because you're one to one with me instead of just giving you a course and being like, "Yo, go away."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the
Uh,
pricing side of things.
yeah. The thing is for me is like, would if the pricing is like, if I'm able to get clients, that's absolutely fine. I don't mind spending the money. But
Mm.
it's like what get like if I'm able to get clients, like I just want to make sure that if I am investing the money that I'm able to build something where it's actually going to attract people. Do you know what I mean? Like, um,
Yeah,
I've
100%.
got the money for it. It's just like, um, I don't know, because obviously it's like a new thing for me. I've never really paid someone 3,500 for something before. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I
um,
completely understand. Yeah, completely
yeah,
understand. So what you trying to like ask me? Is there like a guarantee, or is that what you're
not
trying to?
necessarily a guarantee. Because I know obviously there's no guarantee. Like you're not going to have me with absolutely everything. Um, but it's just about like I don't really know, to be honest. Like, do you think the offer would work? Like, because I want to be closing big packages. I mean, like, I want to be making
Bro,
essentially,
helping young men will always be a thing because everyone's going to be young
yeah,
once. So
yeah,
even when
yeah,
you're old, you'll have,
or just men in general. Like, it
yeah,
because like if guys have they have obviously an issue, and I'm the person that has the answers, they're gonna pay me. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%, yeah. Yes, yeah. So the thing is, you're going to be learning everything. So it's not just like we're doing it for you. So you'll have
yeah,
everything in your mind. So it won't be just like, oh, once we leave, it's going to be like, oh, how do I do this now? It's going to be like kind of like
yeah,
a life skill that you learn. Okay, so you'll have everything like the content side of things. We'll run you through the funnel, everything like that. So it's one-to-one calls bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks we hop on calls, the masterclass calls, and we go through everything. We're holding your hand along the way. You got Slack access 24/7. So that means messaging access to me 24/7. And yeah, it's just basically holding your hand along the way and giving you what you need. Like you're giving you the vehicle, but of course you need to
yeah, yeah,
still put in the petrol, you need to stop for breaks, everything like that.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, any questions that you have, like that's the thing I like to say to my clients. I like to say, like, bro, why are you not asking more questions? Ask me questions. I
yeah,
want
yeah,
to get
yeah,
you the results you deserve. So if you're struggling with anything, like I'm always there. That's
yeah.
kind of like I'm clients results driven. So it's just like making people um making people happy, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. I think the thing is for me is like I kind of like have a general idea. Like if me paying 3,500 would make sense if I was had no idea what sort of offer I was sort of doing, and if I didn't know content and I didn't understand anything, like it would make sense for me to pay that much. And I understand like it's completely worth it what you're charging. It's just like I don't necessarily know if I need that much help. Like I feel like I only need like a little bit of help to just sort of like craft it and stuff like that. So I feel like I don't know, it feels like I'd be overpaying for what you'd be teaching me, but only because I kind of already know what I'm looking to build, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah, I
that's the only
understand,
thing
but
for me.
yeah, I understand. I've got like what we do is we help you with the ads and everything like that. So we run you through everything. So I don't know if you know anything about ads or anything like that or crafting,
I had an
obviously
SMA for
crafting.
a time ago.
Yeah, so it's we're literally script the ads with you on the call and run them. So, well, not run them, but we'll
Yeah,
show you how to run them. So you'll learn that as
yeah.
well. You learn the many chat sequence. It's literally plug and play. That's really overpowered. And you'll also learn everything else, like not just you learn the YouTube side of things. I know you already know YouTube kind of, but you'll learn everything to do with that. You learn the book a call, you learn the nurturing process and everything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen, I just don't know whether I don't know if I need that much. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I don't know how to really explain it, to be honest, because I
So
feel like I have like a jet
what are you
gone.
kind of like looking for? Explain. Then we can maybe sort something out because I think I can help you definitely 100%. So what are you really
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for? And then
So
I
it's
can
like for me, it's just like crafting the offer, what I would obviously essentially offer the clients or whatever, and then packaging that, and then just setting up things like making sure that I'm funneling people in the correct way, making sure my content ties in with their pain points and stuff like that. But things like ManyChat. I know it's very valuable to have people on the email list and stuff like that, but I feel like for me personally, if I spend a couple hours just learning it, and do you know what I mean? I feel like I could invest the time to try and learn that myself, kind of thing. But in terms of like packaging my offer and what's a good thing to add? How can I add more value? Um, Taking them through the process. Should I have a curriculum for certain clients and stuff like that? Like I understand what your package, what you're obviously offering. Like for some people that would really make sense, but I don't think I would need absolutely everything. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing for me personally.
So
Like if I wanted to learn,
what parts do you think would be most valuable to you
um,
if you remember it, the funnel that I will check.
yeah, the funnel, just like in terms of like nurturing people,
That's where
and
YouTube
getting,
comes in. Like that's like
yeah.
100% needed.
Maybe potentially building like my pillars for content potentially. Um, Obviously, I don't need the editing side of things, but yeah, just in general, just packaging my offer and making sure that the deliverables are there as well.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, me personally, like if I most of the other things, like if I really need it, like I'll go and learn it. Like I don't mind going out and learning it myself, and do you know what I mean? Just putting in hours here and there.
Yeah, the thing is, it does
But
take a
yeah.
long time. That's the thing.
Oh
All the
yeah,
trials
yeah,
and
of course.
tribulations that you have to go through and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Um. So, uh, well, what I really want to
I
know
know it's
now is just
difficult
like,
because obviously you have a big offer that you're trying to push out, and then me saying,
is
"Oh, I
it?
only want parts of it." I understand it's hard to obviously do that. So
Yeah,
if you
because
want
it's
to
all set and
come,
on board.
of course, yeah, I completely understand why it's kind of difficult to do that.
Yeah,
If you want to like take time to like structure it and stuff like that, I don't mind doing that because I know it's
it
kind of like
would
difficult to.
it would be the same process, but it would just be different kind of like masterclasses, if you understand what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
hop on the call, it would be different. First one would obviously be the offer because you got to craft your offer.
yeah, yeah.
And then it will be the thing is I just really need to know the things that you would like. So like, is it the YouTube? Is it the short form? Is it the what parts of the process would you like want to learn if you could uh just point them out to me?
Um, I think the YouTube side of things. I mean, I think maybe I just need to spend time about like the content that I'm making. Like I think that the sat down sort of authentic type of videos I was already trying to implement anyway. And I've watched a few of Hamza's recent videos as well. And like Sam Ovens and fucking what's his name? Charlie Brown and stuff like that. And I really like how they don't necessarily need loads of views to get their ideal client. But for me it's
Mm,
just about like the messaging.
mm,
Like am I saying the right things in my videos to for people to be like, oh shit, like this guy knows what he's talking about and I want to pay him money.
yeah.
And obviously, like crafting my offer is like a big one as well because I want to make sure that I have everything there. I don't want to leave anything out or put in stuff that's not necessarily needed as well. But short form content, like I don't think short form content, like if I'm just building the audience, I think I know how to get attention. Like if I'm just building the followers,
Is it
maybe
the
potentially,
ideation process? The ideation process,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
still like think like you've struggled with, or
What's the ideation process again? Sorry,
so
I
like
can't
coming up
remember.
with content ideas and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, coming up with ideas, I think I'm okay with. Like, I feel like I'd just be talking about like the things that I've overcome, like my story, because that's a personal brand. It's talking about you and your opinions and stuff. Like, um, but I don't feel like I need necessarily help with that personally.
How
Um,
how, how
was it?
about how about this? So what I could do instead of like, because as you know, I've obviously got got a whole process set in stone. But what I could
Yeah,
do
yeah,
for you is maybe just like calls like
yeah,
this,
yeah,
but running you through as it's still the master classes, but just calls and
yeah,
obviously access to me,
yeah.
text message and everything like that. Uh, I could do that for you. So I could do like we could come up with a plan for like maybe like um how many calls do you think? So my normal roadmap is 16 weeks. So I could do something like maybe like calls.
I know it's hard to like do it off the dome. Like I
Yeah, it
understand like
is.
it's difficult. You know what I mean, like for me to say, right, I don't want all the whole package. You know what I mean, like it is difficult. Like,
Yeah, 4 or 5 calls I could do, and I could do that at like this is in pounds, by the way. It's in pounds.
yeah, yeah,
Be like 1,750, just one time fee.
yeah, yeah. How much does that come out to on that calculator?
What's that? What you comparing to?
Like
Are you?
per call, one thing.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
No, it sounds good. Uh, if you want to send the payment link now, that's cool.
You want to go ahead, yeah?
Yes, please.